Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy from With Love by Amy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are making a fun fold card, but it's not traditionally the card base. So we're going to start with the fun folding. We are taking a 4" by 4" piece of paper and putting it in diamond orientation and folding it in half into a triangle. And I am going to use my bone folder to score all of the folds because it's cardstock. I tried to find the thinnest cardstock I could find to do this. That was in my stash. And yeah, it didn't fold as well as I would have liked. It would have been much better if I had origami paper. I couldn't find my origami paper. All right, and then so we're going to take it and fold the one side in, as you see there. Kind of like half in. I don't really know how to explain that. But you can see what I'm doing on screen, and I am burnishing it down with the bone folder, and then I flip it over so the folded side is down. And then the way that I folded this up was I just made sure that I folded it where the bottom of the higher triangle was, and I made sure that the folds there in the center lined up, so that's how I knew it was straight. And then I burnish it all down, and then I flip it back over to the folded side. And then you fold it again, and then you flip it over and you tuck it in to that little folded spot there. So you tuck it in and then fold it, and that's how it makes the pocket. So you fold it, and then yes, I would burnish all of it down. I make 4 of them, and I don't make you sit through watching 4 of them, but there's 4 of them. And then I just put them in each pocket, and it makes like a picture frame. The girl that I saw do this, which off the top of my mind, I can't think of her contact information, but I will definitely link her in the description box below because I saw this and I watched it like a million times. I was like, I need to do that. She said it's a picture frame, but I thought it would be cool as a decoration on the front of a card because, you know, why not? It looks awesome. So yeah, this would have been much better, like space-wise, if I would have done it with origami paper. But I couldn't. I do have origami paper. I just couldn't find it. So, all right. So we are going to decorate it just like the person that I was inspired by did. And we are using the Be Bold Blooms die set from Spellbinders. I haven't used it in a while. Do you guys see that Post-it note there on the packaging? So I've been doing this with all of my supplies. I've been putting a Post-it note on there and notating when I get it in, if it's a newer purchase, because I've been doing this for about a year now. I put in there when I purchase it and when I use it, because ideally, you know, as time goes on, I will be purging my supplies based on those Post-it notes. Like if I've had it for 3 years and I've used it once, like it's obviously not that it's not that valuable of a supply to me if I've only used it once in 3 years. So that's my thought process going along with the making of, or the keeping of my stash. All right, so what I didn't talk about here really quick was that piece of white cardstock is 4" by 4", and it's going to be, I didn't film that part, but I stamped that typewriter on there with some brown ink. All right, and these are the centers of the flowers from the Be Bold Blooms. Now, those little dots that I'm putting on there, they kind of like die cut out of there, and it looks like I could pop them out if I wanted to, but instead, just to make my life easier, I decided to color them green. And now I'm going to assemble all the flowers with the center things, which I don't remember what the center things are called on the flowers, but yeah, we're going to assemble all the flowers. I made 4 flowers, 2 big ones, 2 small ones, in one big one, 1 small one of each color. And then we're going to assemble the flowers and let the glue dry. And I just want to let you guys know it's pouring rain here. So if you guys can hear the rain, because I'm in my office right now, I'm really sorry. But yeah, it's pouring. It hasn't rained here this hard for a while. All right. So at this point, I am going to glue the frame together. I'm not really sure how I should do this, but on the front side, because I knew the cardstock was going to go in the back for the picture. I'm just putting the glue on the front side of it, And then we're going to stick the frame or the piece of cardstock in the back. And there I'm like, oh, I don't want to wrinkle this. How do I do this? But yeah, I get it in there with minimal wrinkles. When I was lining up the stamp on where to stamp it on the piece of white cardstock, I didn't film that part for some reason. And I did kind of like, I put the frame on top of the piece of cardstock and I put the stamp in there in the MISTI, and then I was like, okay, this is where it looks good. That stamp is really old. It's from Stampin' Up, and I think it's from like Best of Shelley or something like that. I don't know. One of those really old stamp sets with a bunch of random kind of like vintagey stuff in it. All right, we're just fidgeting around here. We are arranging all the flowers and deciding where they should go. And here's my moment of, oopsie. Yeah, I'm arranging all these flowers, and look at this. It's going over the edge of an A2 card base. So this card is going to have to be a give it to someone in person thing, because I don't think it's going to fit in a regular A2 envelope. But, you know, it is what it is. If I decide to send it in the mail, I can always put it in a bigger envelope, because I probably would have to pay extra postage on it anyways due to all of the thickness from the little frame things and the flowers and stuff, because it is, even with it being just regular cardstock, it's kind of thick. All right, so here's a little trick that I learned or figured out here for this one. These are glue dots, and I'm taking the stem of these flowers, or the stem of these greeneries, that are going to go underneath of these flowers. And because I want them to stick really well, I'm going to take that glue dot and wrap it all the way around the stem of the greenery and stick it in there. And then I like press the flower down so it sticks to the flower itself, and it also sticks to the frame underneath of it. And I just thought that was a good idea to make sure that it adheres really well. And they seemed really secure when I was done with it. And now we're working on a sentiment, because I've been doing too many cards lately and leaving the sentiments off of them. And that was really loud thunder. I hope you guys didn't hear that. You probably did. But yeah, the sentiment situation, I feel like this is a kind of like a non-committal themed type of card. So I just put Thinking of You on there as a sentiment. It's from the Altenew. No, that's not from Altenew. No, I don't. That one is from Concord and Ninth's stamp set that I was gifted by someone. So I've only used this stamp set like one time, but I thought this was this is not Thinking of You. That's a different card I'm thinking of. Sorry, it's really early in the morning and I'm still really tired. But I have to get these voiceovers done before we go out of town for the weekend. So we're going to emboss this with a copper colored embossing powder, and that will be the finishing touch for the card. All right, here's the finished product. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hesitate to come back soon and see what else we got going on. Here's some other videos that you may enjoy. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.